Hello, hello, welcome, whoever might be here, to another Kerbal Space Program stream. Let me switch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it is Thursday today, and we'll be continuing with the career mode, of course. Yes. I mean, it would be kind of strange if, like, this far into a career mode, let's go do something else. We're gonna do something. Let's go sandbox. That would be kind of strange. Anyway, we have a mission to finish. The Tourists Mooncraft 1, which is... that doesn't seem right. Oh, this is... okay, this is not an orbit. This is where I have to place a satellite, apparently. This is the Mooncraft 1. I guess we will fly it right now. Because it has to... We have... No way, we don't have that much. That's like not possible, right? 4,000 meters per second? No way! We don't have that big of an engine. Maybe it is because we don't have that big of an engine. This thing is quite efficient, I think. However, let's not let's not inject it. That's not a good idea. This is in 3 hours. I can wait 3 hours. That's fine. In 3 hours' time, we should. What? No, that's not what I want. In 3 hours' time, we shall slow our orbit to about 25 kilometers, it seems. What? Oh, okay, that's already outside. Okay, a little bit less, more like so-ish. Okay, that is easy to do. There we go. We should probably extend our solar panels. Not useful right now because we're in the shadow. Hey, welcome Duval and Chloe. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat for a moment, but how are you doing this this fine evening? Right, yeah, we landed during a lunar eclipse. That was so cool. You can still see the total shadow. Oh, that's really beautiful. Also weird timing. Anyway, we need to speed up a little. We only need 28 seconds, well, 29 meters per second. That is not a whole lot. However, of course, still need to catch up to the vehicle as well. What? I pressed. Nothing happened. So I pressed again. And oh, let me do the lag thingy all at once. Fuck you. Okay, you know, game. If you're gonna be like that, I'll just fucking reload. I don't give a shit. Get the fuck out of here. Just had dinner, about to go take a shower. Nice. What did you have for dinner? Duval's doing fine, that's good to hear. You almost lost it at work today. Oh, that doesn't sound good. What happened? Oh, and you just came out of the shower. Interesting how that goes. I have not been to the shower since this morning. No shower related activities for me right now. Okay, you know, I'll enable the engine first this time. I pressed once. Why is it doing both things at the same time? That makes no sense. Load game. I know I pressed once. Here, I'll do it again. I'll put the microphone right next to it. You can hear a single space press. Okay, switch to the other one. This one, switch. Nintendo Switch. Okay, here we go. See, I moved the stage. This is the one we do first. Enable the engine. And then this thing. Wait, what? Just out of curiosity, here, I'll put the mic next to it. A single space press and 2 stages are gone. Why? Also, what happened with your go live notification on Twitch? It said you ate too much. Yes, I did. I just had dinner. And I guess I made too much. I made a big salad with tomato, cucumber, pine nuts, what's it called? Parmesan cheese, simple dressing. Nothing really too crazy or anything. And I had kipling with a P, or well, 2 P's I guess, which is like basically breaded chicken pieces. And on the fun fair I had already gotten some corn. Okay, you know, whatever, I'll just do this. Activate engine. Okay, see, this makes more sense. I only have 1090 meters per second. That makes much more sense. I think the thing is just borked somehow, but whatever. Let me extend the solar panels. But now I'm already feeling better, because I was feeling very bloated and full. It was pretty nice. Hey Major Geeks, welcome. How are you doing at this time and day and moment and whatever? Oh, look at this, the Minmus Explorer is just, I don't know, it's just here I guess, doing shit. Oh yeah, why did you lose it at work? Oh, okay, there's the story. I was watching a Reddit clip. It was a guy filming near the entrance of a grocery store. Some older guy in the clip came to the filmer and was aggressive. He also said something about being a badass and he was going to call the cops. There was this whole spiel about the filmer not liking the neighborhood. And the guy then walks into the store. A third guy made a comment about how the video was going to get 1 million views. Why did that make you lose it? Okay, do you mean lose it as in you were amused, or lose it as in you were very angry? No, retrograde, yes. Okay, can we... Okay, well the engine is working finally. I don't know what was up with it earlier, but... Alright, that seems fine. The video then cuts aggressive guy and say, hey, if you film me being an ass, will you post it to the internet? Just start filming when I get out of the car. Oh, you were... Okay, you were laughing. It was like good losing it then. Couldn't even type the whole story because of the character limit. It sounds interesting, I suppose. Okay, let me make a quick save and speed up, because if this lines up better, that would be nice. And if it doesn't line up better, then I will have to just go for it, I guess. Yeah, I thought you were really angry. Like maybe your boss just made a completely unreasonable demand or something like that, but this is fine. Okay. Are we getting closer now? Is what I want to know. Well, maybe in a few orbits. You were annoyed at work too, though. Okay, what happened? This will be perfect. Look, we will only be 5 kilometers apart. This next orbit's gonna be it. We need the tea. Wait, we need the tea? What do you mean? I don't know. I didn't know how to test the story and the tester who does it is on vacation. Ah, yeah, that sucks. Oh, gossip story, okay. I was not aware of that description, I guess. Wait, this is even the right thing? Yeah, it's gotta be. This is the super close orbits. It's a very British thing to say. Ah, oh, Chloe is a Brit, right? Okay, that didn't even make sense. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. That is gonna be the money point. Target. How far is the target? I would quite like to know that. Is this only 5 kilometers? That's... Wow, this moon is small. What the fuck? I guess we can start burning. Distance, yeah, it's only 5 kilometers apart, this distance over here. We might be able to go to Minmus, or we might not be, but we will definitely have enough fuel to go back home, and then we would just have to do another mission to get there, I guess. Okay, can I now point at the targets, please? Doing this in such a low orbit is not, you know, ideal or anything. But it'll have to do, because we don't really have much choice. Okay, aim at the target again, get a little bit closer. You know what would be pretty cool? If you could, like, if the NASA people actually go to the moon again, if their computer had like this interface, that they could just play Kerbal Space Program with the very capsule they're in. I mean, that would be quite useful, wouldn't it? Just have like sensors read out, calculate the actual orbits and read out the terrain distance and whatnot. I think it would be pretty cool. I would like it. Because, I mean, what they see just something like this. Like, okay, the fuck do I do with this? I don't see shit. Where are my meters? Food, not food, refuse, trash, rubbish, what the hell? Laundry? What is this? It would be cool, yeah. Can I see the other capsule though? I think I should probably wait until we are... let's first cancel out the speed. Right, yeah, I won't have as much fuel. Well, I have as much fuel, but I won't have as much delta V once the other guys join the thingy again. At least the Kerbals are very organized. They seem to mostly live For chaos in the flow of fly into space, yeah. We'll be 100 meters apart, it says. And the sun is... it's gonna be a while. I kinda need the daylight. Yeah, good luck finding it. It's somewhere over there, apparently. Oh wait, there it is. You can barely see it against the shadow of the... no, the shadow against the Milky Way, I guess. But it's too dark. I don't see shit here. Did I bring some lamps to maybe? I think the other ship has some lamps, actually. That might be useful. The lander. I think I gave the lander some lamps. Let's switch to the lander then. I can't switch because we are too close. No. This is so annoying. This is... I don't remember this being so difficult to do. I just can't click on the other thing anymore. You know, I'll just fast forward, wait until we're in sunlight. At just 100 meters distance we won't drift apart too much, I think. Okay, we are in sunlight and there's the other one. Okay, first aim a little bit here. Then aim at the target, I guess. Because this thing is completely out of fuel. They are not coming here. We have to go to them. However, they might actually be able to dock because we don't have... We do have some RCS at least. Yeah, you know, I'll try docking with this one. Can I? No. Aim at target and start from here. Control from here. Where is the target? I'll first go a little bit to the side. Go to this mode, RCS. RCS off, docking mode off, rotate around, aim at the thingy. RCS on. I guess that will do, maybe. There we go. Disable the rotation. Okay. Look, we have all these baguettes. They're so fun. Crew. Transfer crew. Transfer to here, please. Now here, the crew. Transfer crew. Rossman, you are the captain. Transfer to here. And also transfer crew Leo, you can go to here. Is there anyone in here? Transfer crew, there is no crew in here. Transfer crew, is there anyone left in here? There is not. The EVA, the monopropellant, I guess we already... does this even make sense to do? I don't think this can actually be transferred. In. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll fill this tank and we'll empty out the other one. Alright. Let's make another quick save. We'll undock again. Undock. There we go. This thing is just empty. This is kind of funny. Okay, we have 822 meters per second. Let me do some calculating to see if we can maybe go past Minmus. That would be really cool, because then we don't have to make another rocket. First I'll make a proper save. Save, stream 17, save 1. Look at the moon over here, by the way. It's very pretty. Right, so where is that that other moon at the moment? I guess we can... I'll wait until we are a bit closer, because this is not a very logical moment to try and do it. Okay, how about over here? Add maneuver. Go faster. That is too fast. Maybe more like over here. This is gonna be difficult. It should be possible, because it's not that much further. It's just, I don't know how to to do it. Is the thing. Moon, yeah, no, I don't care about that. Yeah, moon escape, that's good, but I don't want Kerbin escape, I want Minmus. Set as target. Can I do that? Is this line flickering in here? Okay, this is not working out. Add maneuver. This is gonna be our orbit, it seems. Target at closest approach. Okay, if I maybe... Will this work? This is difficult to do. Okay, we are back. Oh, you're gonna take the shower now? Well, enjoy. Showers are good. Trying to make a logical orbit. Shower beers are... What? Shower beers? That is too much delta V. Much too much. The other one was pretty good, but now we're just getting further and further away from what we need, it seems. Okay, that is slightly better maybe. Yeah, I don't want to spend that much delta V. Pretty sure a shower... Oh. A shower beer. What the hell is a shower beer? Like... Showering in beer? I don't think that would be better. That would kind of suck, probably. Oh, that was kind of close. Okay. Okay. Now a little bit. There we go. That'll do it. Quick save. We can turn this off. We don't need it anymore. And in 37 minutes we got a burn for 58 seconds. Beer shower is not shower beer. Okay, but then what is beer shower? Oh, a beer drink in the shower. Oh, okay. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't really... When I'm in the shower, I don't really want to eat or drink, usually. I just want to stand there, enjoy the warm water. Wait, weren't you supposed to be showering, Chloe? How are you answering? A few years ago, there was a hype of eating an orange in the shower. Never tried it. Ah, okay. The exception is beer. You're getting distracted. Ooh. What I will sometimes do, actually, is just... Well, I'm not bringing my phone into the shower, because it'll break if I try that. But what I do is just put the phone somewhere in the bathroom with a video on, and I'll just listen. Like, not a podcast, just a video where the... Well, the video part, I guess, is not that important. A video essay or something. Then I can listen and be entertained. However, what I don't ever do is listening to music or anything when I'm outside. Then I just want to have my own thoughts and the sound of, well, of the outside world. Okay. How do you know Chloe hasn't already taken a shower? Not enough time would have passed. Leaving your stream on if I really want to know what I'm doing while showering, still not showering yet though. This engine is so small. Okay, we are approaching a thingy with Minmus. Really carefully now. That is not the path I want. Don't tell me that 1 minute of... like... Oh. This was supposed to get me to Minmus. Why am I not there yet? Well, I'm not there yet. I'm not there because that's not how that works. I think... yeah, just because it took so long to do the burn, I think that's the problem. We're gonna reload. I'll start a little sooner this time. Like maybe a minute ahead or something. Okay, yeah, we still have the thing, thankfully. Wait, maybe that was it actually. This little burn I did over here because my RCS was still on. Okay, I'll turn RCS off. And I'll just rotate with the inertial, with the flywheels basically. Yeah, fun fact. Space capsules and even satellites have fast spinning metal wheels inside of them, flywheels, already spinning during launch, and they use them to rotate themselves against. By slowing down the wheel, it forces the rest of the spacecraft to rotate in the other direction because of conservation of angular momentum. And that's how a spacecraft can orient itself without needing to use fuel. However, the reaction control wheels in Kerbal Space Program are much, much stronger than real ones. I mean, I can rotate this entire spacecraft just like that, like it's nothing, and that's not how that works in real life, of course. Okay, this time I'll start like 1 minute 50 ahead. This time we're even further off, it seems. What if I just now do prograde a little bit more? It doesn't even seem to be doing much. This is not the orbit I'm on. I'm sorry, it's just not. Why is it thinking that? Very weird. Okay, I'll try once more. This time I'll wait until perfectly half before. Usually I try to aim it a little bit short, but we're not gonna do that this time. So 58 seconds, that would be 29 seconds. We'll burn at 29 seconds. somehow this thing is drifting too, which I find peculiar. Maybe that's the problem somehow. It didn't take that into account. That my orbit is gonna be slightly different now. Okay, well, exactly at half. If it doesn't work now, then this thing is just broken, which, you know, is possible. This game is not perfect. I found out the other day, by the way, that the game does not actually feature Lagrange points. Hey, Donzija, thank you for the 37 months. Was that your 37th time on the stream last time you were here? I don't think that was the 36th, maybe? How are you doing, Donzi? You're doing picture. Nice. Okay, I have to be careful. Okay, within 0.1 meters. And this time we actually do end up there. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Well, we actually got the exact orbit I wanted. Isn't that lovely? And we have exactly 493 meters per second left. That is Arceus's Pokédex number. Is that not quite strange? You're good, a little tired. Where's your ship going? Okay, so today, well, actually, we already started last time. We are a space travel agency for rich tourists. So we have these guys: Macbert Kerman, Gilman Kerman, Baring Kerman, and Leo Kerman, and they all paid an ungodly amount of money because they wanted to go to the moon. But one of these suckers also wants to go to the other moon. So we already went to the moon. We landed the two guys that paid to be landed there, because landing all four would be more expensive for me to pull off. We left the lander in orbit, and we docked with the main ship, which is this, which is now on a course for the second moon, where we'll be doing a flyby, and then we're going back home to Kerbin. Oh, and I guess we're gonna go we're gonna go back to the moon? Really? That's so weird. Okay, I guess I hope we won't bump into the moon. You should name one of your craft Ocean Gate. No. No, I will not do that. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Okay. Look how far away the moon and Earth are. Well, not Earth, but the moon and Kerbin. Okay, we should be pretty close to Minmus, but oh, there it is. Look. Okay, we are now in the Minmus encounter, which means that we have completed all of the goals. Yeah, for this, for them. Look, land on the moon, fly by the moon, suborbital flight on Kerbin, orbit around Kerbin. Yes, we have done that. Suborbital around Kerbin, orbit the moon, fly by the moon, orbit Kerbin. Land on the moon, suborbital Kerbin, fly by Minmus. That's what we're currently doing. And yeah. I still can't believe they used material that had poor compressive properties. Yeah, I mean, Ocean Gate was just stupid. And I'm honestly not even sure whether to be happy or sad that the guy responsible died. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick save. I'm gonna be orbiting not you, but jeez. Okay, I'll just wait until we pass this thing. Okay, we are no longer in orbit around that thing. Retrograde. No, retrograde, please. I'm just going to burn some fuel so that we don't get another encounter with the moon, because that will kind of ruin the plans. You did find the idea that the CEO died quite funny. What makes it less fun is that there was a kid who died and the Titanic expert. Yeah, exactly. That ain't so funny. Okay. I guess this will do. Yeah, what's left to do other than to just go back? Yay, we're falling back towards the planet slowly. Look, there it is. Yippee! And the moon goes around and around every single time. Oh, Chloe's back, but feeling cold apparently. What happened? Was the shower not working? Don't take me. Did you take a cold shower for some reason? Why would you do that? Don't take cold shower. It's cold, not pleasant. Okay, we're gonna retract these, because otherwise they'll just break. You're a little cold, oh. We're going so fast. Okay. I'll burn off whatever fuel we still have. Just to help slow down. This is not a very powerful engine. Oh, look at the flickering light though. That's so pretty. Partially being lit up by the fact that we are entering the atmosphere, and partially from this engine. Shiny indeed. And we have reached the deepest point in the atmosphere and are coming up again. What do you mean 1 meters per second left? I have nothing left. Crazy ass thing. You want to eat plasma? Yeah, no, I understand. Do it, it's very tasty. Spicy, yummy. Spicy plasma. Alright, and we are... Let's have a look at our orbit. Oh, look how much distance we have burned off. We were all the way at Minmus with our orbit. Now we're halfway to the moon only. Oh, no, wait, not even halfway. This is not the moon, this is the moon. Like, a fifth to the moon, maybe. No, that is an urge you shouldn't give in to. No, it's fine. It's tasty. Yum, yum. Okay. We can discard the other half, but first I want to go into the sunlight because I want to see what I'm doing. There we go, sunlight. Okay. Ditch. I said ditch. There you go, that's better. We still have everyone? Yes, we do. Alright. What do you mean I can't? Oh, SS is not on, that's why. Retrograde, please. What is an urge you should give into? Yeah, thirst is definitely an itch you should give into. Or biting into a labello is pretty fun as well. Once, maybe. I mean, who would do that even? There was some static on one of the puffs. Yeah, that's always when you... That's what happens when the thing thinks you're switching ship. But maybe it thinks that because I lost half of the ship. Well, lost, I mean, I just decoupled it. But it probably had to think, okay, well, who's the crew? And then that happens. Tourists. Tourists may not disembark from the vessel. Why not? We have enough electric charge. I guess we can temporarily put on a solar panel. Extend. Why not? As long as you are retracted again once we enter the atmosphere. I guess I'll retract you now before you break off, which would be a shame. Okay, and in we go again for round number 2. I have 6 parachutes with me. I mean, that's ought to be enough, right? We have 20. We already got rid of about 500 meters of delta V. Mostly from the engine, but also partially from the atmosphere slowing us down. It's gonna be fun once we come back from other planets. We'll be going so fucking fast. Wait, that was it? Oh man, that's like nothing. Okay. Come around again. Oh, you know, I suppose I can use some RCS fuel to help us slow down further on the next high point in the round. Yeah, I'll do that. Because we ain't using RCS anymore. Nothing to dock with. Yeah, otherwise we are not slowing down fast enough. Okay, this time I'll fast forward. You know, warp to here. Why slash? That's such a weird button to have to press for an action like this. Max RCS. What? Oh, Jesus. Max RCS. Monopropellant fuel, by the way. Turn it on, I guess. Docking mode. Why not? Here, we'll punch in to 48. That's going to be already quite a big difference, I think. Just that little puff of well, yeah, of air is enough to have a 12-kilometer difference over here. That's pretty crazy, I think. I also think this might already be enough to just make us land. Because we are punching, well, 12 kilometers deeper. look how tasty and warm it looks. Can I eat it? Yummy. Wait, we are not actually okay, interesting. We are not leaving just yet, it seems. But we are lowering our orbit quite significantly. It looks like roasting a marshmallow. So, fun. You also marshmallow. Fun thing that you should say that, because I have had a thought experiment for ages. Imagine there is a giant marshmallow, like maybe 2 meters in diameter or something. 2 meters across. And it is in orbit around Earth. And it makes a re-entry into the atmosphere. There's got to be some size of marshmallow that when it enters the atmosphere, most of it will burn up, obviously, right? Because, you know, it's marshmallow or not, it's gonna burn up. But there's gotta be some size where just the right amount burns up, that if you stand in the exact right spot with your mouth open, a perfectly toasted, normal-sized remnant marshmallow will land in your mouth. And I want that to happen. Not to me, because I don't trust anyone to actually calculate that correctly, but it should be possible. Okay, let's go for another round. But imagine a meter-sized marshmallow burning up mostly in the sky, and just this tiny little normal-sized marshmallow blob is left over. Oh, thunderstorm! Cool. Is left over, and it lands like up in your mouth. I wasn't good enough with mechanics to calculate this. Yup. Me neither. I don't think anyone can really calculate this. I mean, we can make an attempt, but there's no way it's going to be accurate. There has to be a way that we can accelerate air to hypersonic velocities and rotate this giant marshmallow in a simulation. Yeah, but I also want, like, just to stand there knowing that this marshmallow was in orbit 15 minutes ago, and now it just it lands in your mouth. It would be so cool. Oh man, it would be so stupid. If these guys all get home safely, we're gonna get so much money. Because these guys paid a fortune, like 100k per person or something. If not more than that. I think this is gonna be it already. Yeah, we are going up, but I think we won't be going up for much longer. Yeah, see, we are gonna, this is gonna be the entry run. So I guess I'll slow down to normal speeds. Does this actually speed up even? I'm not sure. Yeah, see, now we have lost normal velocity, orbital velocity. I guess we can already look compared to the surface. Man, it almost looks like we're going up. That's so pretty. This is a beautiful shot with just this thunderstorm silhouette against the clouds. Our burning ship. Well, it's not actually burning, but our ablating ship. Here, let me... Wow. I think the marshmallow would need to get filled by a large canopy of trees so it doesn't destroy your neck and head and neck. Well, at that point the marshmallow is quite light, right? Because marshmallows are fluffy stuff. So it probably wouldn't have that much momentum left at that point. It would just get slowed down by the air resistance and probably also get cooled enough so that it doesn't just, you know, melt and destroy you. One thing though, it would probably be quite charred. So we need like a combination of wind or something that can like scrape off the charred bits. Maybe that's where the trees could come in. It'd be like a really heavy raindrop. Also, the outlay of the marshmallow reaches you. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I just said, indeed. But you probably started typing before I said it. Yeah, it would be burned. So we need some mechanism that can strip the marshmallow of the burnt bits, leaving just the gooey center perfectly toasted. Look how slowly we are losing speed, by the way. Just 1 meter per second. This is crazy. Yeah, about 1 meter per second. A bit less even. Yeah, I was typing, then you were saying the exact thing. This is a very, all things considered, very gentle re-entry. I mean, we still are going 2 kilometers per second. We will need to slow down soon. We are at 45 kilometers. It's gonna get rougher eventually, but this is honestly pretty well so far. Pretty. Oh, it is getting more intense. Look, it's getting brighter and brighter. Because we are punching deeper and deeper into the atmosphere. I just hope I just hope we'll have lost enough speed to deploy the parachutes before we are too deep. Otherwise, that could be a problem. You know, why not? I'll use the RCS to slow down further. Yeah, I'll use this RCS to help slow down. Why not? I don't know how much is this actually doing. I can barely see the meter over here move, but you know, whatever. Every little bit helps, I guess. And we have a shit ton of electric charge of monopropellant anyway. Oh, not another fucking thunderstorm. I mean, they are cool, but how many thunderstorms does this fucking planet even have? Okay, we are at 12 kilometers. And it looks like the parachutes are good to go, finally. There is not even a storm here. What are you talking about? Oh, I guess there is a storm, because there's clouds here suddenly. Wait, don't tell me this thing is actually able to slow us down somewhat. I don't know. I think we need the parachute. Parachute? Deploy? What are you doing, parachute? The parachute just didn't deploy! What the fuck? I pressed space a million times! Why? Why would you do this? God damn it. How many thunderstorms would there be on Earth at the same time on average? A lot, really. Okay, that thing can just go fuck itself, I guess. I was in docking mode, that's why it wouldn't work. I tried to stage while I was in docking mode. It's stupid, my own fault. But if we speed up, it's going to go much faster. Whatever. Are we? No way. We can't make it out, right? No, we can't. We're already doomed. Well, not doomed, but like doomed to deorbit, I guess. There we go. There's the better camera angle. I wish I could speed this up faster, but whatever. This time I'll be doing it at 4 times speed, not just 1 times. And I'll go back to the docking mode, or the staging mode. Well, I'll do docking mode a little bit to help slow down. There, help slow down. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. We left the atmosphere again, apparently. But not for long. That was the shortest little section of orbit ever, I guess. That's so weird. Looks like this time we'll be landing on the day side. And we are out of that fuel. Nice. Top viewers. Well, that's so cool. Get the fuck out of here, though. Ooh, pretty. Should I extend the solar panel now? Is that a good idea, you think? Or is that maybe not a very good idea? I think it might be a bad idea actually. Extend it. No, it'll break. Fine, now quick save. Where are they? On the side somewhere. Extend the solar. Oh, it already broke. It broke immediately. Nothing even. Okay, that's just a waste. Oh wow, look at that mountain sticking out above the clouds. That's kind of cool. Also, this is a beautiful section of terrain as well. We are experiencing 1, 2, 3 Gs. Are we gonna get more than that? We are slightly 3.1 or something like that. Don't tell me we're gonna land inside the fucking thunderstorm. We are gonna land inside the thunderstorm, aren't we? Nice. Okay, 3 Gs. Sustained though, but I'm pretty sure that's what I already had in that funfair attraction as well, so... yeah, I guess I could live with that. For a space travel trip. Did you know I did not go on any rides today? I just went there to get the corn. And churros. Churros are nice. I shouldn't have gotten the churros, but they were so nice. I can barely be regretful about it. You can't really get churros other than when there's like a fun fair or something. That's why. Okay, so parachutes. There we go. Now they're working. Now that I'm not in the wrong operation mode. Churros. There's a churro stand regularly at the IKEA near you. Nice. That time was the one time you had one churro. No, you only wanted one. You could have had more, probably. Okay, is 6 parachutes gonna be enough, you guys think? For this big-ass spacecraft? Okay, there they go. They are extending, expanding. And our speed is quite low. Oh, that was pretty! This is very pretty in general. Look at this. Okay, let's hide this thing again. I want to take screenshots. How is this the same game? It looked so ass before. I mean, it was a fun game, but it looked like shit. Let's be honest. Crazy. Alright, the sun is behind her. That's why it's getting darker here. I mean, the vibe of a blue sky above you, but the sun being hidden behind a large thunderstorm. That's something really cool, I think. I don't think you ever have that here in the Netherlands. Or seldom, at least. Well, we have landed. Tracking station. We are gonna receive them. Splash down on Kerbin. Recover. Yeah, 1 data or something, whatever. We got a shit ton of money. Tourist Mooncraft. I guess we can keep you here. Not really hurting anyone. How much money do we have? We have 2.5 million. Oh my god. I remember once when there was a really clear rolling cloud. What do you mean, the one from like, what was it, like 2007 or something? In the summer? Yeah, oh man, I remember that thing. That is the coolest weather thing I've ever seen. Okay, so we have enough money to upgrade some stuff. Should we upgrade R&D? Hey, Annie, how are you doing? Okay, this one's already fully upgraded. You are not yet fully upgraded, the vehicle assembly building. You are doing great, nice. That's good to hear. But yeah, that rolling cloud was crazy. I was on my way home from a birthday party of a friend of my parents from Zaandam. Oh, you were watching Generation 1 Pokemon. Nice. That is... I mean, I don't like the Pokemon anime very much, but the Gen 1 stuff... Oh man, what have I become? I have become a Gen 1er, oh god. Oh well. The Gen 1 anime has its nice moments, I think. Anyway, I was saying the... what was I saying? Right, yeah, the rolling cloud. We saw it just approaching ominously with like this churning and twisting, crazy ass looking thing. These clouds. Okay, we're gonna upgrade. Why not? Oh wow, this is much better. You were in Zaandam, not so far. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the moment the car went underneath, like the winds became crazy, the hail became crazy, everything became crazy. It was crazy, I guess you could say. But it was really cool. Automation, a drone cone, communitron, relay antenna. No. Ion propulsion. No, that's not what I'm looking for either. Drill-o-matic. And here we have the holding tank. This is one we really want, because with this we can make refueling outposts. We're gonna get this. I don't have enough science points for anything else at the moment, but that doesn't matter. Now we can make a refueling station, which we'll be building on Minmus, but not right now. We spent a lot of money on this. Test the Wolfhound liquid fuel engine on escape trajectory out of the moon. What? How is this 3 stars and it barely gives any money? What are you doing? Ferry, where do I want to go? Orbital and suborbital. That's it? They just want orbital and suborbital? Yeah, I know. Sure, I guess. Why not? It's not difficult at all. Do the scan from the lunar thingy. Satellite polar orbit. That's difficult. You have the Indigo League on VHS. That's very nice. Really one of the coolest things I've seen. And the solar eclipse that you were hyped for like half a year ago. For like half a year as a kid. Yeah, I did see that one. But it wasn't total from where I was. But yeah, I plan on going to a solar eclipse this year. So hopefully that'll be nice. Finish the construction of a rover on the moon. After you accept the contract, you can view the rover and tracking station, evaluate the missing parts and make a plan to move the target to the waypoint. I'll need an engineer. Move the rover. What parts do we need? Recently we launched a rover to help here at Maxo Construction Toys explore the solar system. The rover was designed to cover a large swath of the body, but unfortunately it stuck in place due to engineering oversights. We'd like to send an engineer to repair the rover, then test drive the rover to the given coordinates to make sure it's in good working order. It's so stupid. Polar orbits. How much money does this give? A decent amount, I guess. It wasn't total. It wasn't entirely total here. We haven't had a total solar eclipse in the Netherlands for 150 years. Or something like that. And we won't have one for another 150 years. It's stupid. America gets like 2 in 7 years and then another one a couple years after that. No, and we haven't had one for ages. Literally ages. But yeah, Spain is gonna have one, well, this summer, and another one at the very tip, only is visible in Gibraltar, in 2027. A bit of the top stuck out. Yeah, that is quite likely indeed. But the thing there is, because light, we see light logarithmically, so that last slither is a huge difference. Like, cover 50% of the sun to make it twice as dark, and it takes the moon like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. Then the next 20 minutes it gets twice as dark again, and then in the next 10 minutes it gets twice as dark again. Then in the next 5 minutes it gets twice as dark again, basically. Well, not exactly, because it's 2 circles, but whatever. And then in the last 20 seconds it gets twice as dark again 5 times in a row. Test some engine on escape trajectory from the moon. The Wolfhound engine. What is that? RG-10 Wolfhound. Is that big engine or small engine? Because that is gonna make all the difference, really, if I want to do it or not. Nope. Spider and RG Wolfhound. Where are you? No, 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 no. I do not have the RG Wolfhound engine. I hope so too. It will be difficult though, because it's gonna be a sunset solar eclipse, so it'll be quite low to the horizon, which already lessens the spectacular effect to begin with, unfortunately. But is this the Wolfhound? Mammoth, Mastodon. This is the Wolfhound engine. It's quite big. Right, yeah, close to the horizon, so clouds are even more important, because, you know, clouds are always compacted towards the horizon, again due to perspective. So that might be tricky. But yeah, Spain is of course pretty dry, especially in the summer, so that'll help. Carry them to the destination. I guess we can try this now. We're gonna make a new plane. This time I want to make a space plane. Wait, didn't I already make a plane actually? Inline cockpit. Such a stupid word. Cargo, I guess. Are people cargo? I don't know if people count as cargo. Utility. Crew cabin. I think that's more like it actually. Cockpit! I'm sorry. I already made one, didn't I? Don't save. The high plane. Here, there it is. Load. Can this thing go? Like do things? Dry, wet. What's the difference? I'm gonna look it up real quick. This is the J404Y. J404 Panther Kerbal Space Program. What are the modes? What does it do? Afterburner. Dry modes. Wet modes. Intake air. What are you talking about? Wet mode. Oh. You need to activate wet mode manually. You can do that by right clicking. What does it do in wet mode? Oh, produce thrust almost equal to the whiplash ramjet. Whiplash turbojet engine. Do I even have that? Whoops. I almost clicked at the wrong place. There's the Weasley, the Juno, the Panther. Okay, so it doesn't actually change into a rocket engine, unfortunately. Okay, this thing is needless because we can't use it in an atmosphere anyway. But it might still be able to get us into orbit. I guess we can try. I do want to add one thing though. One science instrument. This is not science. Here. The graphene. Not that. I want to add the atmospheric thingy, majingy. There we go. And I want to go to the toilet briefly. Be right back. There we go. And I'm back. Right, so we have this thing. Service scanning models, we don't need that right now. Just out of curiosity, where are these new things even stored? There's the Drill-O-Matic, the Convertotron. No MX. Damn it, you're right, my bad. Custom 1. I'll put you in custom 1, I guess. Switch mode, and you as well. Switch mode. You know, I'm gonna replace the other two with these ones as well, because that is more fun. Switch mode. Perfect. I'll just save it, I guess. I will add a crew cabin though. I foresee a problem actually. This thing cannot possibly achieve orbit. Because it's a plane with no oxidizer on board. It cannot, I mean, maybe it can get into a space. Oh, look at these Kerbins over here. That's kind of cute. They're standing there guiding me. Ready for takeoff. Huh. Yeah, I can't possibly achieve orbit with this thing. I need a better engine to do that. Actually, where are the better engines, I wonder? In here somewhere. Goliath turbofan engine, sure. Hypersonic flight. The Whiplash turbofan. The Dart engine. Engine pre-cooler. The Rapier. Okay, this is the final one. This costs... How many? It costs 1,000 science points just on its own for a single part. Absolute cutting edge in aerospace technology. Quite literally, some of these edges are very sharp. Handle with care. Yeah, okay. We're not gonna be able to do that just yet. Also, this one is expensive. We can nearly buy it though. It's kind of cool. Okay, I guess we'll not make a plane. We'll just make a boring old rocket, I guess, because that's what I want. The 3-1. This one is fine. Let's put a parachute on there. Parachute. We don't need a heat shield for just normal orbit. Coupling. Inline Clambetrol. Oh. Wait, that could be kind of useful. Let's put the crew in already. Nope, nope, nope. Tourist, tourist. There we go. I wonder. No, that's not a good idea. If you just put this thing underneath, will that work? I think it's overkill already. I think I'm just gonna try it. Why the hell not? Here. We'll not even decouple. We'll just add some extra parachutes. Radial parachutes, where are they? There they are. There we go. This is a stupid ass rocket. Can we see the mission real quick? Do they want to go to a specific place or something? Suborbital flight, orbital flight, suborbital flight, orbital flight. That's all. Okay, yeah. Sure, I guess. Let's go. This is so dumb. Why? Just this is the simplest fucking rocket ever. We're at 3 Gs and we're not even at half power of this rocket. Crazy. Okay, Natabus and Alpont, you better brace yourself, and it's gonna get a little rough for a bit. For like little bits. Just bear with it, I guess. Oh boy, we're gonna go full throttle and this thing is empty as fuck now. Oh my god, Jesus, look at this acceleration. Oh Jesus, it's like, that is crazy acceleration. Are you happy with this? You're not happy with it yet. Now you are happy. Okay. Good. Now let me go retrograde and use the last 89 meters per second to go back into retrograde. This is so dumb. Look, we have gone into orbit. 71 kilometers only. You know, I'll give him a view of the planet. I'm not that evil. It's barely in orbit, but you know, it counts. It counts. It totally counts. Not even I am that evil. Okay, well, last fart of 89 meters per second will make us go back home. Holy shit! That's not just a little bit, that's actually... You know, whatever, I have nothing to complain about. That is so much more than I thought it would give me. I thought it would lower the orbit to 50 meters or something, not 50 kilometers. Not just cut the entire orbit short. But that's fine. And we don't even have a separator. Because, you know, why would we separate? This is the most expensive part of the whole rocket. I want to reuse it. I want to regain that money. So, yeah, we're just gonna land the entire thing and I'll use a parachute. That is not what I had in mind. I wanted to be less aerodynamic, not more. I might have to redo this because I think we're gonna land in a pretty nasty ass way. We are at 13 kilometers altitude and going this fast. We're not gonna slow down enough to deploy the parachutes before we're just gonna crash. The G-force meter is blasted into the red for half a second. That can't have been pleasant. No, that was not. That was definitely not pleasant. If I deploy the parachutes now, they'll just break. But we are not losing speed very fast. And I have to go below at least the speed of sound before I can deploy them. And I think we'll just crash before I can deploy the parachutes, because we're not slowing down fast enough. I don't know, man. This is not looking good. Revert flight. We'll try again. Maybe I'll add some drag parachutes. I don't know if they actually like work any better. I don't think this is really gonna help anything. Yeah, no, I don't think. We just gotta do it a little bit better, I guess. Make a more efficient flight plan. And we still have to pick up that stupid thing from the moon as well. It's gonna be also quite annoying. Okay. I don't know, but somehow this time I'm not making it. That's weird. Last time it was so easy. Okay. I'll just add like a booster or something to help. Like 2 small boosters. That'll be enough. Annoying though. It already worked first time. Why doesn't it work this time? Okay, try again, I guess. And if these explode, whatever, that doesn't matter. These will just help me get up a little bit. Just hope they don't destroy the launch pad. Okay, no, they don't. Okay, we're going to the left or to the right, whatever. We're going this way. Maybe it's because of the ISP, because this thing burns better lower to the ground, I think. Maybe that is why. I tried to save it till we're in space, but that might be the wrong choice. Well, whatever, it's probably fine. Can we make it this time though? I don't know. I hope so. Somehow, I basically have the same amount of delta V left as the very first time, and I don't know why. Okay, we are in orbit technically. Contracts. Oh, we got another contract done, it seems. I'll lower the orbit. This is 71 kilometers and the other one is 78, and that one is the one we need to lower. Retrograde. We're gonna go minimum retrograde so that we can slow down once we are in the atmosphere a little bit. Okay, that's probably fine. Okay. There we go. Into the atmosphere we go. We have, how do we only have 181 meters per second left? That's basically the same thing we had before, but we didn't even have the boosters. This is weird. Did I fly it that well the first time, somehow? We are barely even slowing down. We're speeding up, actually. That's not good. We're supposed to be slowing down. Come on, slow down already. It's crazy. You always have that with this game. Your first try is somehow always different, better. Yeah. Well, not always. Sometimes it goes better on later tries. I mean, the last mission we did went really well. With going to Minmus afterwards. In a single trip. Okay, well, surely we gotta slow down now. It's like that with a lot of things, yeah. I guess so. So we have 158 meters per second left. We are sort of in orbit inside the upper atmosphere, which is like, that should not be possible. The game even doesn't say that we're out of orbit yet. That's so weird. This is not a place where we can orbit stably. Yeah, see, it is decaying already. This one is also slowly decaying. Wasn't it that you had the highest chance of causing a car accident between 1 year and 3 years after getting your license? Maybe, I have no idea. Because I guess then you're no longer being wary because, oh, I only just got my license. But you also don't actually have the experience of an experienced driver yet. That makes sense, at least. I can't go faster than this. This is so slow though. And why are we speeding up? That shouldn't be happening. Already 10 kilometers into the atmosphere. These guys are having the time of their life though. Even Jebediah. We don't hear the fun music anymore. See, we're still speeding up. How? Why? This is 50. This is 64. Oh, come on. Just decay already. I want to get out of here. I also can't really switch to something now because we're inside an atmosphere. Oh, jeez. You know, I wonder how people at NASA would play this game. I know they do, by the way, but do they like calculate every orbit, be perfectly balanced, make way smaller rockets than I do because they're more efficient with how they use their fuel? Like, that's pretty much what I imagine anyway that they would do. Okay, we are re-entering at least. Pretty clouds. I think it would depend on I mean, obviously, like an administrator is not gonna be like that, but a rocket scientist, basically. Maybe they do crazy stuff and do all the stuff they aren't supposed to do. I mean, that's also possible. It keeps being weird to me that the real Earth is 10 times bigger than this planet over here. At my work, we have a circular section of carpet. And I once made an estimate of how big it would be in total if the circle were whole. And then imagined, what if that is the Earth? How big are things on top of the circle? And I calculated Mount Everest to be like 5 millimeters tall on this circle. And I mean, it's not that big of a circle, but when you're standing on it, and then imagine only at 5 millimeters, and that is the entire Mount Everest. And like, what can you see? You can see, if you're standing on a completely flat plane, well, not actually flat, because it's on the surface of the Earth, but like no mountains or buildings or whatever in the way, you can see about 4.5 to 5 kilometers into the distance, depending on how tall you are. So I imagined, how far is that on this circle? And it is like a tiny amount. And then how many places you would need to stand on this circle to have seen it all. And then the Earth is not a circle, but a sphere. So, like, do that in 2 dimensions of a surface. And like, man, the Earth is big. Really big. It's kind of crazy. I had to make tables for viewing distances from airships for your D&D campaign. Tables? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like a table to sit something on, like the dinner table. But you mean like a table for data? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Viewing distances from airships for your D&D campaign. And what sort of distances were they? Why are we not slowing down? We are speeding up somehow. How am I burning up in the atmosphere and at the same time not slowing down? That doesn't even make sense. I want to go home already. Oh, jeez. Like if they fly, so how high, how many miles they can see? On Earth? Or on like an Earth-sized planet, perhaps? we are still speeding up somehow. Even though we are speeding up, gaining, I don't know, man. This is crazy. No, it was on your D&D world which made the cylinder-shaped cloud world because you could. A cylinder-shaped cloud world. Interesting. So what happens if you stand on the edge of the cylinder? How's gravity there? Viewing the distance north-south is not the same as east-west. Right. Or do you mean like an inverted cylinder, like one of those rotating spaceships? Okay, now we are slowing down finally. Though still not very fast. No! No, 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 don't do this! Oh god. They would be on the outside. How does a planet get a cylinder shape? Okay, I think this spacecraft is doomed to fail, because this is not... Jesus. Now I didn't even use the last bit of fuel, unfortunately. And I won't get to use it either. We're just gonna crash even harder than last time, I think. On the polar edges it would feel like tipping over. Yeah, but would the planet not just collapse from... because that's not a stable shape. That world is not stable. Yeah, but I just don't mean just not stable. I mean it would crumble entirely. Yeah, no, this is... I think this flight is doomed to fail, unfortunately. It was supposed to be so easy. Why is it so hard? Okay, we'll get rid of these things again. Well, no, not you. Mostly a gas cloud with some floating islands. Okay, this is a full-on fantasy planet then. Okay, a little bit more. 12. Yeah, see, that still gives us barely anything to work with. Hey, Carp, welcome. Max, you do know in the world if fiction in the rules... What? You do know in the world if fiction the rules of the real world don't need to agree. You can make up whatever rules you want and they work because of fictional physics. Yeah, I know, but I thought Chloe was talking about something. I don't know. I thought she was talking about real physics. Well, not real physics, but like fiction world with real physics. I don't know. I know, man. Just work here. Sorry to confuse you, but it was a fancy world. Okay, that's fair. Okay, we have orbit. Okay, retrograde now. Just go in deep, I guess. No need for arrow braking, just punch the fuck down. Please let this be the last time, because this is taking so long every time. I hate it. I want to do something different. Not bring these stupid guys on what should be a super easy flight. Oh wow, look at this. I keep being happy with the clouds, it's so silly. Can we get settings? Yeah, we can, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't think this rocket can work, because we just flip over no matter what we do. Maybe if I just give it some wings, maybe that could work. Then we could just fly it like a fucking airplane or something. This thing is just a missile. I'll give it wings, I guess. Wings, delta wing, 2 of them. Okay, 2 wings. Some fairings. Bigger. Much bigger. Where are they? Wings. Why are they all so small? Where are the bigger ones? I know they're bigger elephants. Why would I possibly want to attach it like this? Game, what are you doing? Yeah, you know, whatever. If it's a missile, aim it at the resort coast in Florida. No, not Disney. Disney is not on the coast. You want me to shoot it at the go. However, I don't think that exists in this game. I think we need more control services. This rocket is getting more expensive every single second. It's kind of annoying. Okay, like this. That's probably fine, roughly. Launch again. You got a point. Damn it. Yeah, sorry. The only buildings that we really have are just a quick flight to orbit. How hard could it be? I know. We can destroy one of these buildings, but that costs money. Okay. Careful. Watch me somehow not have the right Kerbals with me anymore. That sounds like something that would happen to me. Okay, we are in orbit. Nice. We have the guys, it seems. The orbit. Okay, point prograde this time, and we'll fly this damn thing like a plane. Hopefully that won't work. Oh, why are we at, whatever, who cares. We'll fly it like this. Come on, work. That's not what I want. It's not gonna work again, is it? There's no way. I just want to reuse my thing. Why is that so much to ask? I just brought 4 people to the fucking moon. Why is this so difficult? It's a 1-star contract, I think. And the controls are completely fucked up as well. Okay, now we can sort of fly with the wrong button. Yeah, we can sort of fly, okay. But my electric charge is running out because I don't actually have an engine. So I'll have to be sparse with it. Okay, that is slowing us down significantly. We are just a crazy ass looking airplane now. That's kind of funny. Okay, we'll fly. And time for the parachutes. There we go. Finally. So all we needed was some wings, basically. Oh jeez, this is dumb. But at least it is now done. I have no idea where we have landed. Are these like... what trees are these? Is this a desert? Let's do crew report. It's nothing. Oh, the Badlands. These are the Badlands. Okay. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Okay, good. Tracking station. And recover. We just needed some wings. Recover, yes. Yay! It only took like an hour and a half. And I don't even see the difference in the money anymore. God damn it. Do the rover. For science in... simple scan with a rover arm of the large moon crater. The light scanning arm. I suspect you can find one of these in the polar lowlands, midland craters, or east far side crater biomes. Okay, but where? Okay, but what exactly? A moon large crater. Interesting. I don't know. I want to get some extra money maybe. How much money does this give? And how difficult is it? Green sandstone from Minmus. It doesn't give me that much money though. What about this? This gives me a decent amount. Temperature surveys. We've already done one of those before. It gives me 160,000. This gives me nothing. Why would I do this? Transfer any crew between vessels near Kerbin. Why? No. This one gives a lot. What is this? Finish construction of the moon rover. Okay. I guess we can try that maybe. What does this do? Polar satellites. Okay. This one gives a shit ton. Attach new part to a satellite in orbit of the moon. A might fuel booster. That should be fairly doable, and it gives so much money. Okay, we'll do this one. And the other one that gives a lot of money. The rover thingy. Okay. Do I have enough energy left to do that at the moment though? What time is it even? Yeah, it's not even 10 yet. I am tired though. Shitty plane. Rocket 1. We'll do one thing, I guess. What can we do? We have quite a lot of stuff to do. Unfinished the moon seeker. Terminate. That'd be kind of funny. Aging moon satellite. New hopper thingy. Which one are we gonna do first? Once we have a lot of money, I can start making the outpost thingy. You've killed enough astronauts on your journey. I've killed none. Why not clean up your karma and do that mission that doesn't pay anything? Be charitable. We have 0 people killed. Look at our reputation. It's far in the green. I mean, they were killed, but then I reloaded, so that doesn't count. I didn't try to kill them, and they survived now. Can we actually find them? Next hire costs nearly 100,000. Jesus. But we don't really need any new people at the moment. Not yet, anyway. What am I looking for? Here. Active. Finish the construction of the rover on the surface of the moon. Move the moon seeker to zone something. What do I need to give it though? Position polar orbit satellites, okay. And do the scan. Everything is on the moon again, except this one. The deadline is still in 4 years. Using the reset loophole, shame, shame. They may not have died today, but I still remember the early stream. Okay, so in this save we have killed 0 Kerbins. We have not had a single accident, not from tourists, not from our own crew. I have always made sure to like save them. And reload if something went wrong. I guess we can do this one first. Attach a new part because it gives a lot of money. We need to bring a F1 might solid fuel. Why would you bring this? That is such a bad thing to put on the satellite. Oh jeez. Okay, the FM1 might. I guess we're gonna bring. Send a Kerbal on the craft. Okay, sure, why not? Not this thing. We'll open up something else. What was the thing that we used to repair the other satellite? That's the orbiter. No. Steam, no. I don't. High carbon orbiter, I think it was, right? Launch site explorer. Oh, not this shitty ass thing. Oh, that was funny. Load. This is the one. Yes. This will hopefully get us there. Yeah, I guess that will do. Okay, Jebediah and Bill, and we need to bring the might thingy. The command. What is this? We need to bring the might solid rocket booster. What is this? Go away. What do you mean 700 liters? How big is this thing? Okay, we'll bring the might. There it is. How big is this? Do I need to bring it as cargo or something? That sucks if that's the case. No, this is paid. This is paid of cargo. Cargo storage units. Right. Okay. Can we? How much liters? That has a lot of storage. Okay. I guess we'll put this in there then. Do I not have a smaller one? How much fuel? Can I put cargo in cargo? That'd be funny. Does it even say anywhere? 180 liters. You are 2500 liters. You are. Oh, I guess this is a smaller one, but it's still too small actually. 650 and you take up 700. Okay. Oh, whoops. You go in there. Will this work? Maybe. Who cares? We're gonna go there. If it works, nice. If it doesn't work, end of stream. Also, if end of stream, if it works or not, doesn't really matter. Because I'm tired. I still have to do dishes, although I might just wait till tomorrow. Up we go to the sky. What is going on? Why are we tilting this side? I did not want that. Oh jeez, that is okay. Fine, I'll try once more. I'll wait until these solid rocket boosters are burned up. Why am I tilting this way? I don't want to go into a polar orbit. You know, this is not working out, and I'm too tired to continue. Maybe I'll do a stream in the weekend to try and do one of these missions, but for now it's gonna be the end. I'm sorry. Although I still had 2.5 hours at least. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time then. And let's see who we can rate. Solar Cypher. Yeah, why not? We're gonna rate Solar Cypher who's playing Fire Red. Rate Solar Cypher. Thank you all very much for watching. And have a wonderful evening and good night to whoever it is in the night time zone. Bye bye.